tell me not to fuck with a spiritual stud ever again. So why the fuck this girl gonna get mad at me? Because I said good morning instead of grand rising. Maybe that's your shit. My shit is good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bitch, it's not no grand rising. I don't know what that mean. Rising grand, I don't know what that mean, bitch. I don't know. Like, first of all, how you gonna get mad at me because you woke and I'm asleep? Especially during the day. How you gonna get mad at me? And then I'm cleaning up at her house and shit. And why is it's crystals all over the floor? Like, she just threw them bitches in the air and just started praying and just like, I just don't get it. You got 1,000 fucking small baby crystals. I didn't even know they had crystals that fucking small. Bitch, she had the mini size crystals. Like, why is not one crystal enough? Like, why you couldn't just buy one big ass or big, the little decent sized crystals and just buy one of your favorite ones and just call it a day? You want to go get the itty bitty small ones, the mediums, the extra large ones. You want the lamp. You want the bed shape. Like, come on. Like, first of all, I'm not sleeping in no bed that's shaped like a fucking crystal. Like, bitch, look, get it together. Can you do this shit when I'm not here? The fuck? I walk in, she want to run to me and show me drawings of crystals. So, bitch, you got them, you collect them, you got them in your room all over your floor, and you drawing these bitches? Like, come on. You whole got a job. When do you work? Bitch, you over here drawing crystals. Even her outfit when we went out was, like, crystally. Like, it had something to do with a crystal. Bitch, who makes graphic crystal tees? Like, bitch, you got the motherfucking amethyst on your motherfucking shirt. And you got it in your pocket. And you got it on your arm. And you got it around your neck. Oh, I just know it don't get no more spiritual than her. Because if it do, bitch, that shit is ridiculous. I'm walking in, the whole carpet of crystal. The whole carpet is a clear quartz. Bitch. At this point, I'm scared to walk on that motherfucker. I'm scared to touch it. She got the whole saying on her wall of what each crystal mean. And that's how she want to talk about it. Then she want to pull out the drawing cards. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not.
And that's where you lost me. When you said you're going to pull out some cards and re-open up, you lost me. I was all with it. The drawing part, but I understand. I used to be an artist. I mean, I am still an artist, but I don't draw like I used to. She said it right. She said she still sleep. You better be woke. I would welcome that. You don't say good morning because if you know the history as us, as a person, you know the history behind that good morning. That's what the slave master would say in the morning to the slaves because they didn't beat their family members to death and they cried all night mourning their loss. So the slave masters would be like, wake up and be like, good morning. Did you have a good morning? So that's why you don't say good morning. And also it was with how your brain is wired. You say good morning, the meaning of that the morning is not a positive word. So grand rising means that you're going to wake up grand and ready to go with the day. So that's why a lot of people don't say good morning. They say grand rising because you want to wake up grand and be your best self. Basically. Now, I'm woke, but I understand that people say good morning. I don't take offense to it. And sometimes I do say good morning sometimes. And I understand like it's just, conditioning, but I try to be mindful. But getting really upset about it, I'm not going to get upset about it. I know the history. We know the history why we don't knock on wood. We already know this history. So, yeah, being woke is nice. But you also have to be mindful that not everybody around you is woke and you have to give them grace. The crystal thing, you might need that in your life, boo. Amethyst, that's my gemstone. That's my birthday stone. So yeah, I freaks with that. Yes, believe it. You best believe it. Do your research and you'll understand why people have crystals. You understand how to touch people with crystals either if your energy ain't on it, because energy is transferred, even very much so, in crystals and stones. So yeah, friend, maybe that might be what you needed in your life. Now, the little baby crystals, I like the fact that you said you was cleaning up her house. That's sexy. That is sexy. But also for me, it's just like, why you cleaning up my house? You ain't gonna do it the way I would do it. So why we doing? My nose is itching, honey. I am allergic to something. So yeah, that's cute. But the baby crystals is just like, as long as you don't touch them, you see them and don't touch them, you good. Like, just put it out there. But drawing crystals and only talking about crystals, nah, I can't be with somebody who's only talking, like, fixated on one thing, only topic, stuck on one topic, and we can't talk about anything else. We can't venture out to other genres and conversations and topics. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I wouldn't be able to do that. But yeah, crystal things, yeah. Crystals in the carpet, I didn't know they had crystal graphic tees, but I will rock that. I like a crystal necklace. I got some crystal bracelets. So yeah, I welcome that. But when you said the cards, the tarot cards or the cards, no, I'm good. You get. But the manifestation cards, I've seen those. I like those. Those are nice. Just for you to manifest. So yeah, friend.
Story time about how I took a guy back to my Airbnb who did not know I was trans. Now, before y'all get butthurt, he knew me from social media when he approached me. So I just assumed that he knew T because I post about it all over my social media. So me, my best friend, and my best friend's sister are at Aldean's, which is a rooftop bar in Nashville, Tennessee. I love Nashville. Let's just start there. It's such a good bar town. So we were all there just living life, talking, hanging out. I was like standing at the bar while my two friends were like talking to other guys, and this man approaches me, and his first question out of his mouth is, "Are you Brandy from New York?" And I was like, oh God, like can't wait to see where this is going. So he proceeds to tell me that we know each other, and I do not recognize this man's face at all. I mean, he's cute, but I didn't recognize him at all. So I asked him how, and he said, oh, social media, like I think Instagram. I said, okay, prove it. He's like, oh, my phone's dead. So I said, okay, what's your Instagram handle? Like, I'll look it up and see if you follow me. And so I looked it up. He didn't follow me. I was like, oh, so he's just kind of like using this or whatever, like as an excuse to kind of like talk to me. He was like, wait, no, it's Snapchat. Like we're mutuals on Snapchat. So I said, okay, I type his name into Snapchat and we are mutuals. He's from like an hour away, like an hour and 15 minutes, like away from where I live. I guess he told me that we matched on a dating app like a year ago and I just curved him. I would never answer him. Whatever, blase. So after that, we kind of just got to talking, and then a good song came on, and I was like, I'm going to dance. Like, either you're coming or you're not. So he came, and we danced for a little bit, and then we were trying to find my best friend's sister around the bar. So I kind of just, like, started walking away. Like, if he was going to follow, he was. If he wasn't, he wasn't. So he kind of got lost for a minute, and we're, like, looking all around the bar, and then we happened to, like, bump into him again, like, 2 or 3 times or whatever. And then he just kind of stuck with me the rest of the evening. And he was such a sweet man. Like, I will give him that. He was so sweet. He was such a gentleman. Italian. Love that. So, like, at this point, like, I'm not thinking twice about having to tell him T, because I'm like, oh, like, if we matched on a dating app, like, and we're on Snapchat, like, he knew of Instagram, like, all that stuff. So I'm like, oh, so then it's fine. Like, he knows T. Like, I'm not gonna, like, disclose it again. Like, obviously, the way we met, like, he must know. So I didn't think about it the rest of the night, honestly. So fast forward, he comes back to the Airbnb, whatever. He's really fun. I'll give him that. He's really fun. So we went back to the Airbnb, and then we were like, made it to like my room or whatever. And we're like talking, and he like kisses me and whatever. And then like, I just had a feeling, I was like, okay, well, we haven't had a conversation about it. So it's like, just mention it. So then like, you're 100% sure he knows. So then I was like, you do know that I'm trans, right? And he was like, wait, no, I didn't. And I was like, oh, right. So then I was like, okay, well, if it's an issue, like, that's fine. Like, you can like get an Uber and like go, like, I don't care. And he was like, absolutely not. He was like, I don't care at all. And the rest is history, I guess.
Yes, honey. I can't honestly say that it would bother me or I would feel any type of way. I would just be like, okay, like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. If you have the parts I like, and sometimes even if you don't, we can still chill, we can kick it, but we can't, do. But it really would not matter to me if you had to, like, you take it off and you got what I want. It's just like, okay, well, no. But the fact that they handled it, like, I feel like you should say, like, hey, just a reminder, just letting you know, I don't want anything to go crazy. Like, this is information that you have to disclose. Like, if you had an STD, that's information that you have to disclose, especially if you're not taking care of it. There's something, like, if it can be transmitted, you should definitely expose that. Like, that should be a shared information, because this is my person, this is my body. So yeah, I do think that should have been disclose, because mental is part of your body, and that could change how people, I don't know, it could be different. But yeah, I'm glad she told what it was, and I'm glad it ended up great with a happy ending. So yes, Fred, you did the right thing, and I'm proud of you.
I want to start the story time off by saying, like, a lot of athletes are gay as fuck. How do I know that? I've hooked up with a lot of them, especially in college, and that's basically what my story is about. So when I was in college, like my freshman year, I was in an orientation group, and I met this fine ass boy. Let's just say it was Corey. Corey was tall as fuck, like 6'4", like, honestly, he kind of looked like Drake, but like, I'm not trying to describe his whole existence, but like, let's just say he looked a little bit like Drake, on the skinnier side for sure, but like, so cute, right? And yeah, he was like a basketball player, a football player, he did a lot of sports and stuff, and honestly, he was a super nice guy. And so in our orientation group, like, we kind of got to know each other over that week, and like, we were really cool with each other at school. Like, we'd see each other like in classes and then the cafeteria and stuff like that. And so the thing about Corey was, I assumed like he was straight from the get up. So even though like I thought he was fine as hell, like I never like shot my shot or anything, because I never really liked or like to go after guys who I don't think will reciprocate like the feelings back. So fast forward a couple weeks, I get invited to a party with one of my really good friends, and she had known that like I kind of thought this boy named Corey was so cute, like I had a crush on him, like that whole thing. She had known that, but obviously she didn't remember it because she ended up hooking up with him that night. But like, whatever. And the whole thing was, she was like, well, Jay, like, he's straight, like he's never gonna want you, right? That's what she said. And so I was like, yeah, like, you're right. So like, whatever, like, I'm not mad, like, I totally understand, whatever, straight people things, right? And so let's fast forward a couple months. Basically, I'm sitting in my bed one night, just like chilling. I think I was drinking Franzia with like my best friend, and Corey texts me randomly at like 11 p.m. and he's like, hey, like, what's up? And I was like, hey, like, what's up? And he's like, I'm really bored, like, do you want to like hang out? And I was like, of course, yeah, like, we can do something, like, I'd love to hang out, like, make a better friendship, that whole kind of thing. And so Corey literally comes over, and I go down to the front door to answer the door, and he's just kind of standing here like this, and I'm like, hello? And that's basically when everything started. So come back for a part 2 to hear more.
Bruh, that's why, I mean, in college, I knew a lot of, well, did I? Not black guys. I knew a bisexual black guy in high school, but that was when I was like, there's no such thing as a bisexual guy. I don't know if I still feel like that, but back in the day, it was all that. It was just like, well, once you get it in the booty, once you get in the butt, you fruity. That's what my thought process was. Now I don't really care. I'm just like, whatever, because it seems like when it comes to black women, it might just be women in general, they don't want to date a bisexual guy. It's just not a thing that's not attractive to them. But yeah, I knew one bisexual guy in high school. I didn't really know any, but they could have been DL. So yeah, friend with your other friend, like, well, he's straight. Yeah, you could have him if you wanted him, and it's just like, ooh, watch me work. Watch me work. I don't know if I would have been mad about that if my friend moved on with that person. If they were straight, and I guess I would rather be like, I'd rather you be with my best friend. I'd rather my best friend gets it, and I live vicariously through them. Tell me the deeds. Like, how was it, friend? I want them to come back and be like, oh, it wasn't good. They just a cute face. So I feel better about myself for not getting it. But I feel like I would want my friend to have that enjoyment. Like, oh yeah, they're fine. At least they're with my best friend, But yeah, friend, You got you a cutie pie when he hit you up first. Well, like that other story when he thought he was gay and he was just meeting him outside his classroom and stuff. Like, it was just weird. It was weird. Maybe that's just guys. I feel like guys more so it's not with guys. It's more so if they want a bromance than an actual relationship. I feel like most of the times and what that situation was. So yeah, I can see why he didn't even ponder that this person is bi. So yeah. Get it. Subscribe.